Hi guys, I'm Ishtiaq. I'm venturing out into property development, and just recently I got planning permission to turn a grade 2 listed building, a residential building, into a 6-bed HMO. It's in a conservation area of Great Horton, so check this video out to see how we failed the first time but got it done the second time. Step number 1, and the most important step, was finding the right architect. There wasn't that many good architects, but there was one, Morph Architecture, who I found. I really vibed with the guy. He was very easy to talk to, and yeah, we bounced ideas off each other and we came up with initial plans.
You can see in the initial plans, I wanted there to be en-suites in each bedroom, but there was a problem with that, which I will share later.
After a whole 6-month process, spending around, I think, £1,500 in planning application fees, a good like £3,000 in architect fees, we failed planning permission actually within 6 months. I was climbing the Great Wall of China actually, believe it or not, and I got a call from architects saying that we failed. And there were a few key reasons why we failed. Number 1, because it was a listed building, they wanted to retain all of the internal features. So that included the covings, and I proposed having en-suites in each bedrooms. But having en-suites would damage the skirting boards and the covings, like these little things here, going around the whole room. So that was their opposition. Now the second problem, so I wanted to break the boundary in the front garden to create a driveway for students, because students, they want to drive their cars into accommodation, they just don't get the chance to. And that's why I wanted to create, by the way, student accommodation. They said it would ruin the structure of the street, whatever that means, because at the end of the day, like, horrible plants, Japanese knotweed was growing in our front garden, which is harmful, but they wanted to like preserve that, which I don't know, man. Opposition number 3, everything that we made looked very professional. The heritage statement, everything looked very professional, but it was missing some key bits of information that they wanted. They wanted to know whether windows would be changed, whether doors would be changed. And although we let them know, the communication was so bad on their end, and they didn't process what we told them through email. All in all combined, one bad thing led to another bad thing, and one guy said something, and it all just contributed. And the officer read all of the individual statements from the fire officer, from the council, all these police officers, and she just said no. What I realized was, looking at the nearby area, I knew there was one property 1 street away that got planning permission, and what I realized was they had more bedrooms than me, more bathrooms than me, and they still got permission. It wasn't a listed building, but still they got permission in that conservation area. And what I realized was they didn't include any partition walls, and they didn't include the breaking of any walls. So they included no internal alterations. And that's when I told my architect, like, I want to do it one more time, even though we failed, but I want there to be no internal alterations, no new en-suites. All the toilets that we're going to build are going to be made out of the current rooms. None of the existing structural, like all the coving and stuff that they wanted, none of that's going to be changed. Another problem I forgot to mention was the doors. They wanted the doors to remain the same, but the doors in the property, they're very old and they're not fit for accommodation. Now, HMO guidelines say that fire doors have to have an FD30 fire rating, meaning that they have to have 30 minutes of fire protection. So what we proposed was, okay, if the door undergoes that test and it can't withstand 30 minutes fire protection, then we would want to replace it. And they agreed to that, which is good, because these doors, they can't withstand 30 minutes fire protection. So we can actually get them replaced. We also negotiated with the planning team, and we got permission to do a porous, permeable front driveway, which is what we did. We put golden gravel on the driveway, and we made it so that weeds don't grow, because so many weeds were just growing in the front garden. It looked horrible. The date now is the 1st of March 2025, and it's the 2nd week of the project. So I'm going to make videos of the whole project, the whole renovation. I already have made videos, and I'm going to post them on TikTok and Instagram Reels, but also I'm going to post them on YouTube. So be sure to check them out. Yeah, if you haven't guessed by the title of the video, we got permission. Finally. It was a process, and it took 15 months, took thousands of pounds, and I felt like giving up like midway, but I just tried it one more time. It worked. Be sure to like and subscribe, and watch out, because I low-key have made the Avengers. I got the best builder, the best skimmer, I got the best electrician, I got the best gas engineer. Oh my days, this team is too good. I'm spending a little bit more than I thought I would, but I don't care. It's gonna hopefully be worth it.